Well, hello and welcome to Glencoe. We've come up for the weekend and it absolutely pelting down. We came up with the idea it was going to be snow, and there was snow on the tops to start with, but the rain's just absolutely hammered down the whole day. So we've spent most of the day in about 3 different cafes, to be honest, because it's just, you couldn't even get out the van. The amount of rain that's coming down, you couldn't keep the camera dry for 5 minutes. And the amount of water that would get on your lens, you'd spend the whole day trying to wipe it clean. But what we've done is we've come along the road and we've come to Blackrock Cottage. Just trying to get a quick shot. Basically what I've had to do is pull alongside the side of the road, open the side door of the van and take pictures from the inside of the van. Now I'm using it to my advantage because it's really sort of misty and wet, and I think this scene lends itself to that really. So we've got a couple of shots here. If they've turned out, I'll pop them up now. So at last, we've finally got, hang on, a bit of dry weather. It's finally broken up. It's all day this rain's lasted, to be honest. And what time are we on now? It's just turned 4 o'clock and finally it stopped raining. So we're at Blackrock Cottage still and I'm just trying to grab a quick shot. Now there's loads of mist and low clouds still moving across the scene, which is really helping it. But now the rain's ceased, at least it gives you a 5-minute break to try and grab the shot. So finally there's some actually small bits of light just hitting the tops of the hills in the background there. And that's the first time all day. It's the first time I've actually seen the tops of the hills all day, to be honest with you. It's been absolutely torrential most of the day. So although it's been, it's nearly the end of the day and it's starting to, the sun's probably going to be setting not long from now. It's probably been worth sticking around for, to be honest, just to try and get this shot. I'll be brutally honest, today it's been a bit of a downer for me the whole day. I got up here, I set off at about, I got up at 3:30 this morning and we set off at about 4 o'clock this morning and drove up 4 hours. And it's just hammered it down ever since, and it's put me on a bit of a downer, to be honest. And it just goes to show it doesn't always work out how you want. Just a minute, I'm just going to grab this shot because there's a little bit of light touching the tops of the hills there. Don't want to miss it now after we've been here all day for it. But no, absolutely beautiful. I'm just so chuffed we actually stuck around to the end with this. Just goes to show it doesn't always work out how you want it to though. And just hanging around, putting the time in, sometimes does pay off. So it's turning really quite cold now, and I think it's forecast for snow tonight. So I think we'll try back up this direction in the morning and see what it's like. Hopefully it's put some more snow back on the hilltops because most of it's been washed off all day today with the amount of rain there's been. Just be nice to get some sort of winter shots with some snow in the scene. But it's forecast through the night tonight and into tomorrow, so we'll see what happens in the morning. Well, good morning. A better start to the day today because we've actually got some fair weather. Yesterday was an absolute washout for most of the day, and we only managed to really get the sort of last hour of the day shooting. But this morning, it's fared up. There's snow on the tops of the hills in the background here. There's snow on the top of the buckle as well. And we're just trying the iconic waterfall shot at the minute, just while there's some half decent light, just to get that one out the way. But it's absolutely beautiful here. So I'm up here with Dick Coulthard and Julian Elliott, and we're just checking out Glencoe area really. We've just started today, of course. We've come here for sunrise. Everybody turned up for 5 minutes, took a shot. It was like a row of photographers back here. Now they all turned up, took their shot and took off. They were only here like 5 or 10 minutes. And the best of the light is actually starting to happen now because the sun isn't actually coming up above the hills until this point now. But what time is it now? I'll just have a look. 9:30 and the sun is actually just starting to come above the hills and light up the hills in front here. So 9:30 and we're kind of getting the better light now, to be honest. First light wasn't really that great. So most of the people tend to take the shot of the waterfall down at the bottom here, and they tend to stand above the waterfall shooting down on top of it. Well, I've tried to get right down actually into the water looking up, just to give a slightly different perspective. I want to be really close to the water in the frame. It's kind of my signature thing. I like the movement of water, I like the flow of water, so I want to get as close to it as possible. Slow it down just enough, not too much to get that sort of mushy look, but I want enough texture left in the water just to give some really nice foreground interest. So as you can see, I'm nearly blown away. We're at Blackrock Cottage at the minute, and it's absolutely beautiful. Get some really nice light on the cottage itself. So much better today, though. So much better today than yesterday. It was absolutely heaving it down again most of the day. But we've got snow today. The wind's got up quite a lot today, though. It's picking up quite bad. I've tried to fly the drone just to get a few shots, but I couldn't put it up very high. It was that windy. So it's looking like this is the end of the vlog. It's absolutely tipping down with rain. We're just having to sit in the back of the van to get some cover. We tried Loch Tulla, is it? The viewpoint against
Loch Tulla at the moment.
Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes of that if we were lucky, and it's just absolutely tipping it down now. So I think that's going to be it, unless we see anything on the way back, which is highly doubtful because it's clouded right in now. But it's been a good weekend anyway. We've got some shots at last after yesterday's fiasco with non-stop rain, wind and general nastiness.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see what we can do for next time, eh?
Actually, just before you sign off, we've been using your app Dark Sky.
Dark Sky it is, yeah.
which has been absolutely invaluable.
Yeah,
to
it's been
us
superb.
this last weekend. So it's for some reason I can't get it on my phone, but Paul's got this app called Dark Sky,
Yeah,
which gives a very, very accurate radar.
it's hyper-local apparently, so it gives you radar for the current location you're at.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty good, down to the minute in fact, it's been pretty good.
And certainly up here, this is what we need because, yeah, it's been very challenging the last weekend. So
It has, but hey, there you go.
that's why we do it.
So, until next time, we'll see you again soon. Take care, bye-bye. So if you've liked this week's video, please like and subscribe. Join me on Facebook at Paul Thomson Photography. Join me on Instagram at Paul Thomson Photography, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.